Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I want to share with you how to make these DIY vintage type slides. Now also over on my blog I will have the free SVG cut file, but also a free printable pattern that you can print out and use to create these type slides. So there will be two over there, one with two openings, front and back, and then one with a front opening and a solid back. And I'll show you how to do both of those today, or how you can decorate both of those today. So the first thing you're going to need, aside from the type slide cutouts, is a laminating sheet. Now for this, I do use my laminator. It creates a very nice, clear, see-through panel for those type slides. I'm also going to be using some alcohol ink, or you can use alcohol markers like Sharpies would work very well for this. And inside that laminator sheet, once I've opened it, I'm just going to place down drops of alcohol ink first. So the alcohol ink is very easy. You can just place down drops. It blooms on its own and spreads on its own. You just need the tiniest amount here, and then you just let it do its business and dry. Now you can do any different color on here. I have blue and red alcohol inks, so that is what I'm doing. I found that alcohol inks do give me headaches with the smell, so I avoid using them, but a little bit like this I can handle. So I just put down a drop of each of those, and I'm going to let it bloom out, do its thing, and dry. Now, while that is happening, I am going to take an alcohol marker and I'm going to just scribble down little dots. So if you don't have alcohol inks, you can use markers. These are the art markers, I believe. I will leave them linked down below in the supply list. They're very cheap on Amazon. You can use Sharpies, you can use Copics, you can use whatever you have on hand, just an alcohol marker. Then in that little dot of my alcohol marker, I'm going to place just some plain old alcohol. I'm using the tip of my spray bottle that contains alcohol just to place down a drop. This is going to allow it to bloom out and really help it spread and create some fun patterns in that alcohol ink. You can touch this to the edges of it. If it doesn't bloom out like you want it to, it will create different patterns. It's a lot of fun to play around with. And the great thing about using your alcohol inks and your alcohol markers, you can continue to play with them and mess with the consistency and add more color and add more alcohol and really play around with the pattern until you like it. So I did some green patterns on the bottom. I thought they bloomed a little bit too much. So like I said, you can go back in, play with the consistency a little bit more, add more color here and there, add more alcohol where you want it. Now, if you have blending solution, you can also use that. That works just as well. But if you don't, alcohol, just your plain regular alcohol, you can buy at your local pharmacy, Walmart, Target, wherever, that works too. So you can see playing around with this is a lot of fun to get it how you want it to look. I'm also going to add a little bit of that blending solution to my top dots on a few of them and just let those kind of bloom out as well. When using the alcohol and the blending solution, it's a good rule of thumb to remember wherever you place that, it's going to push the color out from that. So if you want more color along the edges, put your alcohol in the center. If you want two little circles next to each other, place a couple dots next to each other and they will kind of bleed out and push that alcohol toward each other. So play around with it, have some fun. The main thing you want to do is whenever you are fully done with your colors, you want to give them time to dry. It doesn't take a long time, but you want to make sure that the alcohol, the blending solution, the alcohol colors, the markers are completely 100% dry. If it is wet at all, it will steam up with the heat of that laminator. It will also push out with the heat of the laminator. So make sure it is 100% dry. Then you can close the top of that sheet and we're just going to send it through our laminator. Now with laminating sheets, you have a couple different options. The ones I see most often are the 3mm laminating sheets and the 5mm laminating sheets. I'm using 3 here today. 5 will work as well. It's just going to be a little bit thicker. The higher the number, the thicker the laminating sheet. I'm also using the Amazon Basics laminator any laminator will work. It does not have to be this one. I will leave some options down below. I would honestly just go with one of your cheaper options that is available on Amazon, which is why I have the one that I have. One thing I have noticed, the 3mm laminating sheets are a little bit easier to cut and they are thinner. However, they do get a little bit more warped than your 5mm do. They're a little bit sturdier, and that just comes with the thickness. So keep that in mind as you're going and you're buying your laminating sheets. Now, I have those done, and it's time to move on to putting these slides together. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to dirty them up a little bit to make them look a little bit older, a little bit more vintage, if you will. I like to do that with distress inks. You can use any sort of brown, different colored inks that you have on hand. And you can use a finger dauber, a sponge dauber. I'm using my little brushes from Amazon to put this color on. These are one of my most loved tools, so are my distress inks. I will leave those and all the supplies I used linked down in the description box below. Now I am using double-sided tape to put these together. It works very well on this slick surface. That is one thing you want to make sure when you are putting these together, your adhesive works with that slick surface. If not, you can rough up the edges just a little bit with a sanding block. That will sometimes take care of that problem. Now I just added some more adhesive and then I pushed the two sides together and this is done. I decorated it however I wanted. I used some of those labels that I created in the video that I will link in the top right hand corner. A lot of fun to play around with those labels. A few stamps. You can add different tapes. You can add washi tapes. I added some packing tape to the one on the left-hand side. I added a staple to the top one on the right. And then I used my date stamps and my number stamps on the back, which are so loved and used by me often. But I love the fact that you can see straight through these. And then you also get that kind of sciencey slide look with those alcohol inks. Now with the backing on the slides that is just completely solid, you can do a number of things. You can put some colored cardstock back there. Here I actually put a piece of old book back there. You could use a scientific book, you could use math books, that would be a lot of fun. And then I actually put a dried Fittonia leaf in back and I just used a little bit of tape to hold that down. And then I put one of my brown alcohol dots right over the top of that. And that just gives it a lovely look like it actually is the Fittonia leaf we're typing with this slide. And then I added some more of those labels. I added some staples. This actually holds everything together really well too. And some stamps to finish this one off. So these are so much fun to create and so much fun to decorate kind of how you wish as well. And if you want to check out how to make your own labels, be sure to check that video that I linked before. Now there were a lot of different things that I used in this video to create these vintage type slides. I will leave them listed and linked all down below in the description box. Also down there, you'll be able to find those free printables and SVG files, so don't forget to check those out. Thank you so much for watching and happy crafting!